Do you ever consider making a song about an emotionally intelligent, introverted guy catching one-sided feelings for a girl who's way out of his league and just thinks of him as a friend? That's all I gotta ask. Good luck. Keep up in the grind, man. You're far better than any people who are procrastinating.
Uh, I'd say I can make a song about that. I'm Bradford, and today we're going to be answering your guys' burning questions about me and learn a little bit more about who I am. I've always kind of been into making music when I was a little younger. I like to sing, but due to my own embarrassment, I kind of fell out of that hobby. My favorite color, it changes so often that I don't really know what I have a favorite color of. I would say now it's probably black, green, white, or maybe baby pink or baby blue. It's very confusing and it's very backwards, but that's just how I work. If I couldn't be a singer, honestly, I'm not really entirely sure what I would want to be. The job that I currently do have is most likely what I would continue to pursue if this wasn't something that I want to keep pursuing, musically wise. But honestly, just anything that I can get around people with. I'm really enjoy being around people, even if it's friends or just strangers. Always just connecting with others is something that I really inspire to do. So I guess something in that field. And honestly, the music that I typically like is pretty much anything but EDM, which is very unfortunate in the state that I live. That is a very EDM heavy state. I am definitely the outlier here, but yeah, pretty much throw anything my way and I'll listen to it. So what inspired me to start music? I would say probably when I was a lot younger, just with how mentally unstable that I can be and the amount of anxiety that I have. I used to just write a bunch of songs to beats that I'd find on YouTube. And in my head, I would record it and it would sound the way that I want it to sound. And it would be this whole orchestrated ordeal. But I think that was overall my start to wanting to create. And then with just some events that have happened into my life, I think that was just the breaking point to where I was like, okay, fuck this. I'm going to do this myself. I do have a dog. His name's Milo. He is part of my marketing strategy on TikTok on one of my accounts. I used to have 4 guinea pigs. 2 of them died. I had to get rid of the other 2. But yeah, that's overall my pets that I have. I'm probably not the best to ask for this advice, to be completely honest with you. I don't believe to be a very strong singer, in my opinion. I really do leave that up all to the mixing for the song itself. So like the EQing, the auto-tune, the compression, things of that nature. But I do a lot of practice just overall to learn. I think my biggest tips that I could personally give you that probably aren't the best is just listening to the songs that you really enjoy and you think that can fit your voice the best. If you want to sound a lot like Billie Eilish, or if you want to sound more like, I don't know, Coldplay, The Weeknd, someone that has a very strong vocal range, I think it doesn't hurt to practice it alone, where you can be as loud as you can, as quiet as you can, and just really, really throwing it out there. Another thing that really helped me too is just looking up those YouTube tutorials and just learning how to do just really anything. You could just look up like vocal lessons, what I've looked up, and it teaches you a lot of things that you won't necessarily learn, or just probably you can learn from a teacher to itself. Hopefully though, your competition went very well. I definitely did not have the courage to do that back in the days, and I barely have the courage now to step in front of a camera and do it too. But you know, we have to keep being uncomfortable to be where we want to be. Who really inspired me to start, or who just inspires me now? I would say Black Bear, Jaden, Little Ryan Caraveo. I would say probably those 3 artists overall really helped me get to where I want to do. But yeah, artists that I personally listen to a lot. I'm going to be honest, I've been listening to Jaden for quite some time. I think just overall his music style and overall his just way that he does his thing, I think is something that I really want to do. I do listen to a lot of Black Bear to itself, honestly. Just the artists that I have inspired me, I just and been rewinding over and over again for like the past 5 years. Blame it on the ADD. So yes, my lyrics are very personal to some of the experiences that I have. Typically what I would do when writing or creating a song is probably what a lot of other artists do, and that's kind of just almost freeballing it. So I'll listen to the track, and I'll kind of just mumble over the beat just to try and find a melody. I'll play around with vocal tones and just mess around with that and see what sounds best. When I do, I'm typically trying to have a feeling what I feel within that song. Is it more written about finding someone that you love, or is it more about this heartbreaking breakup that you had, or something that I have pent up, or just how I'm feeling that day? Usually that's the word that comes out. For example, for Stay, when I was writing that one, I think with the chorus came, that's where it hits that high note of just that one word. And I knew it had to be something relating to chasing a feeling that you wish that you could still have. Most of the lyrics, I would say they are about probably 98% real experience. And then the 2%, I did have to maybe stretch the truth a little bit just to make it fit within the storyline of the song. But overall, it's mostly real experiences that I have and regret having. And some advice that I would personally give for someone that wanting to express themselves musically too as well is whatever you're feeling that day, if it's someone that you're just so fucked up about, or it's someone that you just cannot get over, or just fawning over essentially, I would say it's best to capture that feeling and really try and express that within the song. So again, just kind of like speaking within my process itself, just listening to a track or listening to some sort of sound that has that feeling and just literally freestyling it. What again helped me with starting music was just writing it down and just listening, feeling out just lyrics and overall just the feel of it. I think that's my best advice that I could possibly give for that. But I would say it's whatever you're feeling, you just have to keep it as raw as possible, I would say. I'd be very open to receiving some ad-libs and seeing if they would fit with a project that I'm working on. I'm always very harmony based, especially another song that I have coming out besides the one that I've been promoting. It's very harmony based, so I'd be very open to it if you send me it. I would say I'm definitely more central. I wouldn't say I'm more west or east, but definitely more central. I do have a full-time job that I'm currently working. That's why I reply so late or probably so early. And some of my posts are a lot of repertoire because I just don't have the time personally to do it. I'd really personally like to make this my full-time career for you guys, just to be able to keep making good music and hopefully one day perform in front of you guys and meet you guys in there. Yeah. What my personal tips would be for writing lyrics, would just be feel. I think what makes the best music is just the rawness of it and just feeling what the presenter, the performer is feeling and just trying to find relatability within it. My advice to be with writing it would be honestly just to listen to like what other artists are doing. So I listen to a lot of Billy's songs to kind of learn her and Phineas's process with writing a song, the way certain rhyme structures are, with different poetry, with different writing, things of that nature. Poetry is very heavy within my lyrics, at least I like to think so. I think a lot of other music is the same way too as well. Just studying overall just structure and just how songs are written, and with starting to write lyrics, don't be scared to sound as corny as possible. Trust me, when I started writing for the very first time, every word was rhyming with each other. It sounded like a mess. Don't be scared of that, because again, if you fail, you learn, and that's the best way to go without this. I think I didn't really know that I could sing, to be honest with you. I've always been very lack of confidence if that's the word for it. So I never really expressed just if I could sing and just overall my voice. I think again what just made me overall learn to sing was when just I hit that breaking point internally, mentally, and I just again said like fuck it, I'm just gonna do what I've been doing for the past 5 years with writing music, and I'm just going to do it myself. And I think from there, once I made that first song, I was like, damn, I can actually do this. So then for my first song, that's when I started building and really starting to take it a little bit more serious and do vocal drills and just keep practicing and singing songs that I really wanted to sound like and just be like. So yeah. I love music for the reason probably why everybody else does, and that's because you're able to express yourself personally to another person's experiences as well. So another great example is Billie Eilish with like Ocean Eyes, Birds of a Feather. You can really feel that, and you can almost connect to it with something that you have personally, and it can help you just move on past that or just find a way to repair from it, essentially. That's why I personally love it. That's why I really loved Black Bear with his anonymous album. That helped me get through some stuff, and then especially with Jaden too as well, with his kind of alt rock, alt pop feel to it. It just gave me a feel that I could connect with personally and just help me get past the things that I was going through. I first started out writing music to beats that I would find on YouTube. I would never record them or I'd never sing them. I would just purely write them out just to kind of get what I had feeling out. When I made my very first song that is still released, the program that I used was FL Studio, and it was on a Blue Yeti mic. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know anything about limiters. I didn't know anything about gain, compression, auto-tune, EQing, nothing. It was just straight single recording of my audio and then me just frantically shoving a bunch of plugins on one bus and praying that it sounded good. The music that I use, I unfortunately am not talented enough to use real instruments. I do source out other beats that producers make, and then I just use the vocals, do the mixing, and do the recording itself. So I got my artist name just from my last name itself, which is Bradford, not Breskfufusus, which I saw one of you guys comment and make fun of me for, which I saw. But yeah, it's just Bradford. It's just my last name. But that is pretty much it for the questions that you guys had for me. Again, I can't express just how much that I truly love you guys and how much you really do mean to me. It's been a crazy journey, especially just with wanting to create and actually starting to build a support base. It's really insane to me, honestly. I never thought I'd be in this position just now today to be in front of a camera and asking questions that you guys have asked me. So thank you so much. It really means a lot. I'll always be here for you guys just as you are for me. And one day I know we will be having this conversation in person and being able to just meet there. So thank you all again so much. I love you all. Stay safe and stay curious.